In recent years, I've found one of my favorite things to do when I'm bored out of my mind. I open my favorite site of all time, which is YouTube. It's YouTube. And I go to the search bar, ignore every recommended search, and type in Minecraft sighting. The video results are usually a great way to spend an hour or two laughing your ass off at a kid and his friends trying to pretend there's some ghostly entity in their Minecraft survival world. This sounds like a very shitty way to pass the time. I mean, that's because it is. But for me, part of the enjoyment stems from the fact that I unironically used to be scared of stuff like Herobrine at some point in my life. I mean, I was a dumb idiot kid at that point too, and had brown bed sheets just in case I get jump scared by a Minecraft character while laying in bed. Nowadays it's actually an oddity to see or hear someone over the age of 7 get scared by Brian. Mostly because they're too busy being scared of Red Dream and Billy. Herobrine is in every other Minecraft thumbnail nowadays, so he's basically as recognizable as Huggy Wuggy. There's still a bunch of micro creepypastas that pop up even today, but in my opinion, none of them have the oomph that the old school ones had. You can have an invisible player running towards someone on a multiplayer server and a 3-year-old will consider it terrifying because their favorite Minecraft YouTuber tells them they should feel scared.
I'm actually scared. Bro, this is a kid's game? Put on a freaking
Bruh.
Run. Run for your life, dude. I'm scared.
Oh,
what?
Dude, you guys are seeing this, right?
What was that?
I'm not gonna spend this video complaining about how awful the modern internet is. I already do that too often.
All you ever do is complain.
I just want to stick with and look back at the classics. My 2 favorite Minecraft creepypastas, and also another one that I don't care about because I always thought it was stupid and lame. So grab a drink, lay on your white bed sheets, and let's take a look at some of the originals. Everyone and their grandma knows about Herobrine. If you play Minecraft but don't know who Herobrine is, you're either lying or, I don't know, you're just lying. I'm pretty sure this was the first Minecraft creepypasta made. It came out somewhere in the August of 2010, and I honestly still remember it being pretty creepy. Well, it was creepy until the Herobrine mod came out, and then my child brain's neurons activated and I realized it was all fake. I still think the original image is cool, with the Silent Hill fog and everything, but the actual story behind the picture is where the entire thing falls apart. I had recently spawned a new world in single-player Minecraft. Everything was normal at first as and blah blah blah, too many words. Some of the people who had encountered the mystery man had looked into the name Herobrine and found that name to be frequently used by a Swedish gamer. After some further information gathering, it was revealed to be the brother of Notch, the game's developer. I personally emailed Notch and asked him if he had a brother. It took him a while, but he emailed me back with a very short message. I did, but he is no longer with us. Honestly, if you completely ignore the entire dead brother part of the story, you'll probably get more enjoyment out of it. Let's just say Brian is a spooky ghost possessing the game or some shit. I don't know, man. Anything's better than Notch's dead brother. I don't even need to tell you how popular this creepypasta became. And what really helped it gain its popularity, in my opinion, is how Mojang themselves played along with it and added the little removed Herobrine text and updates, along with hiding Herobrine in some of the promotional material for Minecraft. Things like circumcised trees and 1x2 tunnels with redstone torches inside were all staples of Herobrine sightings. And I think they're still kinda clever signs of showing there's something off with your game. You know, like there being a fucking ghost inside it. There's like 10 billion sightings now, but the ones that really stand out to me are the early ones. You know, the ones edited in Windows Movie Maker with very, interesting choices of background music. You can tell this was made in like 2011. I mean, we can joke all we want about it now, but these videos made me not want to set foot in single player for a long time. But now they serve as more of a Where's Waldo type of game. There he is, I see him. Okay, this one's a bit tricky. I don't actually see him here. What? What the fuck are you zooming at? There's nothing there. This is personally my first experience with the whole entity stalking the lonesome player trope that's seen in a lot of creepypastas now. But back then it was something that was, to my knowledge at least, pretty unique. And speaking of entities, damn what a good segue. Alright, let's get this out of the way. I really don't like Entity 303. I mean, this is going off the design alone. You can tell it's trying way too hard to be quote-unquote scary. Herobrine was scary because he was simple. It's the player character without pupils. This guy is... well, he's probably more generic than a cartoon ghost. The story is that some Mojang employee got fired and got really angry, so he started hacking players' worlds. So instead of being some ghost or a malicious sentient code, it's just some angry sweaty dude in his chair with his skin set as a chroma of the Raven outfit from Fortnite. The story expands and mentions it's actually a group of hackers. Some people even called 303 the new Herobrine, and no. There was this story how Herobrine himself was gonna fight Entity 303 and how he was actually the good guy this whole time, and he came to warn everyone about 303. But that ruins the story as much as Brian's dead brother ruins his story. Even the sightings aren't all that different from the Herobrine ones. It just, oh, I was just playing Minecraft, then I turned around and something destroyed my building. I can shit on 303 as much as I want, but I still have some nostalgia for it. I remember watching these sightings videos, and as funny as they are today, I still got a bit spooked by him when I was younger. But in comparison to Herobrine and the next creepypasta character, Entity 303 is null and void. Another awesome segue, baby. Okay, so out of all the classic Minecraft creepypastas, this is probably one of my favorites, simply because it's, well, simple. Null is pitch black and is apparently a corrupted string of code or another ghost, depends on the version. I don't know, man, everyone has their own version of the story. He was another attempt at making a new Herobrine and a thing that was supposed to fight Brian. But again, if we dismiss all that bullshit, if I saw an unmoving, weird entity that stalks me in my single player world as I build a cobblestone penis, I'd be quite spooked. Null is like a combination of both Herobrine and Entity 303, so there's not a lot to talk about. It's just another thing to worry about while you're trying to build your house. Oh yeah, some versions of Null also mention him having white eyes, like Herobrine, but that completely takes away the point of the fucking design, so fuck this guy. Completely black Null is better. I still think that all three of these guys can still be entertaining, even if, you know, everyone except toddlers knows they're not real. There were these machinimas back in 2013 that made their own role-playing stories involving Herobrine, and I genuinely enjoyed watching them. I think what makes them all work, except Entity 303, is that the designs are simple in nature, but just weird enough to make them eerie without adding any unneeded gore. When you think of a Minecraft skin, you usually think of either the default player models, or the generic boy skin that's used in all those 3D Minecraft intros. So seeing something like this is enough to creep you out just a little bit. Yeah, so I don't really have a deep and meaningful message or conclusion to this video. I just want to have a look back at some of the Minecraft creepypastas that made me piss my pants when I got jump scared by them. And I am not counting Green Steve. Fuck you. Thank you all for watching this video. Subscribe and like or dislike if you wanna yada yada yada. Follow me on social media, links down below, and thank you to all the Patreon supporters, cause they give me money. That's it, bye bye!